We like to think we have history all figured out, don't we? We read the textbooks, we walk through the museums, we accept the official story. But what if that story is missing some of its most important chapters? What if, scattered across our world, there are objects that simply refuse to fit the timeline? Things that force scientists and archaeologists to stop in their tracks and question everything they thought they knew about our ancient past. These are the artifacts so advanced, so out of place, so deeply strange, they just shouldn't exist. Today, we're exploring 10 of the most profound ancient objects that science is still struggling to understand. From bizarre metal relics found across the Roman Empire to a device some believe was an ancient battery, these discoveries whisper of a past far more mysterious than we could ever imagine. Let's begin. At number 10, we have one of the most famous and emotionally charged artifacts on the entire planet, the Shroud of Turin. This is a long, ancient linen cloth bearing the faint, haunting image of a man's body, a body that shows all the marks and wounds of a crucifixion. For centuries, countless people have held the unwavering belief that this is the sacred burial cloth of Jesus Christ. The real mystery isn't just its origin, but how the image was formed. It's not paint, it's not a scorch mark. It doesn't match any conventional technique known to us. Now, in 1988, radiocarbon dating did conclude it was a masterful medieval fake from the 1300s. But that conclusion has been fiercely challenged. Researchers have pointed out that the sample tested could have come from a patch, repaired in the Middle Ages, not the original shroud. Other studies have raised the possibility that things like neutron radiation could have corrupted the carbon dating results. The science is anything but settled, and so the debate rages on. Is it an incredibly elaborate medieval forgery, or a sacred relic that science simply cannot explain? Our next artifact feels like it was pulled from the heart of a fantasy epic. Found by treasure hunters in Germany back in 1999, this is the Nebra Sky Disc. It's a bronze plate, about a foot wide, inlaid with shimmering gold symbols. We can clearly see the sun, a crescent moon, and a cluster of stars that everyone agrees represents the Pleiades. At 3,600 years old, it's considered the oldest concrete depiction of the cosmos ever discovered. The mystery is just how impossibly sophisticated it is for its age. Analysis shows the copper was mined in Austria, and the gold came all the way from Cornwall in modern-day England. That alone reveals a vast, complex trade network across Bronze Age Europe. But the truly baffling part is the golden arcs on its edges. They perfectly mark the angle between the points of sunrise and sunset on the summer and winter solstices. This level of astronomical knowledge simply wasn't thought to exist in this part of the world at this time. While it seems to have been some kind of astronomical tool, its true role in the lost rituals of the Unetis culture remains a profound enigma. High in the Bolivian Andes lies a site that seems to defy the very laws of what should have been possible for its time. Puma Punku. It is a haunting, impossible landscape of massive stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, scattered as if by giants. What makes them so utterly perplexing isn't just their immense size, it's their breathtaking precision. We are talking about stones cut with perfectly straight edges, with surfaces so smooth they feel almost polished. Most baffling of all are the H-shaped blocks, all nearly identical, designed to interlock with an accuracy that seems impossible. Mainstream archaeology connects the site to the Tiwanaku civilization, around 500 to 600 AD, but they left behind no records of how they achieved this. It's believed they had no writing, no wheel, and while they had simple bronze and stone tools, the sheer perfection of their work has led to fantastic theories of lost advanced technologies. For now, Puma Punku stands as this incredible silent testament to an engineering mastery we still cannot fully grasp. In 1887, a sprawling 5,000-year-old stone slab was unearthed in West Dunbartonshire, Scotland. Known as the Cochno Stone, it's enormous, 42 by 26 feet, and its surface is covered in dozens of mesmerizing geometric symbols, known as cup and ring marks. There are spirals, intricate grooves, and strange indentations that make it one of the most significant pieces of Neolithic art in all of Europe. And the mystery is heartbreakingly simple. What does it all mean? Similar carvings have been found all over the world, from Ireland to Spain, suggesting some kind of shared, symbolic language. A language we have now completely forgotten. The theories are endless. Is it an ancient map of the surrounding lands? A celestial chart for tracking the movements of the sun and moon? Or perhaps it served a ritual purpose, a sacred portal for ceremonies of life and death. The stone became so vulnerable to damage that in 1965, archaeologists made the painful decision to rebury it just to protect it. Its true purpose remains a secret, locked away within its swirling, silent designs. Our next entry was discovered by a young boy on a farm in South Africa during the 1960s. It's a set of 7 terracotta heads. Each one as eerie as it is mysterious. Dated to around 500 AD, they are among the oldest known examples of African Iron Age sculpture south of the equator. The heads are hollow, and a few are large enough that they could have been worn as ceremonial masks. Their faces are hauntingly abstract, decorated with intricate incised lines. The creators even mixed specularite crystals into the clay, which would have made the heads glimmer and sparkle in the light, suggesting they were part of some powerful public ceremony. Archaeologists believe they were buried deliberately, meaning they held immense significance. But their exact purpose is only speculation. Were they portraits of revered ancestors? Tools used in sacred initiation rites? Or perhaps they were part of ancient healing rituals? The culture that created them left behind no written history, so the secrets of the Lydenburg Heads remain locked away in their silent clay faces. We're only halfway through our journey, and the mysteries are already this deep. If you feel that same sense of wonder about these ancient enigmas that we do, please consider joining our community by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. We are passionate about uncovering the world's hidden mysteries, and you truly won't want to miss what we have coming next. Imagine, scattered across a remote plateau in Laos, thousands of colossal stone jars. Some stand up to 3 meters tall and weigh several tons. This is the Plain of Jars, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that encompasses over 100 different locations. They date back to the Iron Age, somewhere between 500 BC and 500 AD, and they present us with an enormous puzzle. The leading theory is that the jars were part of an elaborate funeral practice. Excavations have unearthed human remains nearby, suggesting they may have been urns for secondary burials. A nearby cave showing signs of intense burning led the very first archaeologist at the site to believe it was a crematorium. But so many questions remain unanswered. Who were the people who created them? And how did they possibly drag these monolithic objects from quarries miles away? Local legends speak of a race of giants who used the jars to brew celebratory rice wine. And while archaeologists lean toward a more practical answer, the sheer unbelievable scale of the Plain of Jars makes it one of Southeast Asia's greatest and most enduring mysteries. This may be one of the most divisive, out-of-place artifacts ever found, the so-called Baghdad Battery. Discovered near Baghdad in the 1930s, these are simple-looking terracotta jars from the Parthian era, sometime between 250 BC and 224 AD. Inside each jar is a copper cylinder, and inside that, a single iron rod. So what's the big deal? Well, if you fill these jars with an acidic liquid, like vinegar or grape juice, they become galvanic cells. They can produce a small but steady electrical current. This has ignited some incredible theories. Is it possible that ancient Mesopotamians invented the battery over 1,500 years before Alessandro Volta? Proponents wonder if they were used for electroplating, gilding silver with gold, or perhaps even for delivering mild electrical shocks in religious rituals. But mainstream archaeologists are deeply skeptical. No wires or any electroplated objects have ever been found with them. Many argue they were simply elegant vessels for storing sacred scrolls. Without more evidence, the true purpose of the Baghdad Battery remains a truly electrifying mystery. In the Defies Delta of southern Costa Rica, there are over 300 almost perfectly round stone spheres. Known to locals as Las Bolas, they range from just a few inches across to over 8 feet in diameter, with some weighing as much as 16 tons. They're attributed to the long-vanished Defies culture and were expertly carved from hard igneous rock sometime between 800 and 1500 AD. The mystery here is twofold: how and why. The Defies people achieved this incredible spherical precision without metal tools, without draft animals, and without the wheel. But even more puzzling is what they were for. When they were rediscovered in the 1930s by a fruit company clearing the jungle, many of the spheres were found arranged in alignments, forming straight lines and geometric patterns. This has fueled theories that they were massive astronomical instruments. Other ideas suggest they were symbols of status for powerful chiefs, or perhaps territorial markers. Tragically, most of the spheres were moved from their original locations before anyone could properly study them, leaving their true purpose as a riddle that is, quite literally, carved in stone. In the year 1901, sponge divers were exploring an ancient Roman shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island Antikythera. They found something that would completely rewrite the history of human technology. Amidst the scattered statues and pottery, they pulled up a corroded lump of bronze. It turned out to be a machine of staggering complexity. Known today as the Antikythera Mechanism, it is, in essence, a 2,000-year-old analog computer. It was built from more than 30 interlocking bronze gears. By turning a simple hand crank, this device could accurately predict astronomical positions, solar and lunar eclipses, and even the 4-year cycle of the Olympic Games. Nothing even approaching this level of mechanical genius would appear in the world for another 1,000 years. Advanced imaging has revealed even more of its secrets, but the biggest questions still echo through time. How did the ancient Greeks develop the engineering knowledge to build something so impossibly advanced? Who built it? And were there others? The Antikythera Mechanism stands as a stunning, humbling testament to a level of genius we are still struggling to fully comprehend. And finally, we arrive at our #1 mystery, an object so completely perplexing that after centuries of study, we are no closer to understanding its purpose. This is the Roman Dodecahedron. Over 130 of these strange objects have been found, scattered across the northwestern territories of the Roman Empire. They are small, hollow, 12-sided objects cast from bronze, each with a different-sized hole on every face and small decorative knobs at every corner. What is so utterly maddening is that there is not a single mention of them in any Roman text. Not one image of them has ever been found in any mosaic or fresco. This complete absence of context has spawned dozens of theories. Were they surveying instruments? Candlestick holders? Calendars for planting crops? A recent find in England lends weight to the theory they were used in religious or magical rituals. Yet other researchers have made convincing cases that they were practical tools, perhaps even a specialized gauge for knitting fingers on gloves. With absolutely no definitive proof, the dodecahedron remains the ultimate ancient puzzle, an object we can hold in our hands, but whose purpose remains completely, tantalizingly out of reach. So, from the high-tech gears of the Antikythera Mechanism to the silent clay faces of the Lydenburg Heads, these artifacts serve as a powerful and humbling reminder that the past is not a closed book. It is a living landscape, filled with shadows and unanswered questions. Each one of these objects tells a story that we are simply not yet clever enough to read. They challenge our modern assumptions about what our ancestors were truly capable of. And they prove that history isn't just a collection of dusty facts. It is a living, breathing mystery. Which of these artifacts do you find the most baffling? Are there any other unexplained objects that you believe should have been on our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.